You know, something pretty remarkable is happening in India's innovation scene right now. We're seeing this incredible surge in new ideas, new brands, and new inventions, really on a scale we've never seen before. So what's actually driving this boom? Well, let's dive into the official numbers and really unpack the story behind this intellectual property explosion.
Okay, the first number you absolutely have to see is this one, 19.75%. That's the overall growth in applications for intellectual property in just a single year. That's not just a little bump, it's a massive jump, and it signals a really profound shift in the country's economic and creative momentum.
But here's the really crucial part, where this growth is coming from. For the very first time, the majority of patent filings, we're talking nearly 62%, are domestic. This means it's not just an innovation boom, it's a story of self-reliance. It's about homegrown ideas leading the charge.
All right, so let's zoom in on that first key area, patents. This is where you really see the raw inventive power of an economy. So, before we get into the data, what even is a patent? Well, think of it like a stamp of ownership on a brand new idea. It could be a new product, a new process, or technical solution to a problem. It's basically the legal foundation that protects and encourages inventors to, well, invent.
And wow, this table really tells the story, doesn't it? Just look at that acceleration over the last 5 years. It's not just some steady growth, it's a curve that's getting steeper and steeper, hitting this historic milestone for 2024-25. Over 110,000 patent applications filed. That's a huge deal. But here's where the plot thickens a little bit. While over 110,000 new applications were pouring in, only around 16,000 were actually examined in that same time frame. Now, that massive gap isn't just a number. It points to a real potential bottleneck in the system, one that could delay protection for the very innovators who are driving this boom. But, innovation isn't just about technical inventions. This surge is happening all over the place, in other creative and commercial sectors too. We're talking about everything from the look of new products, to the identity of new brands, and even the protection of cultural heritage. First up, take a look at designs. We're seeing a staggering 41.5% jump in applications just to protect the unique look and feel of new products. What this tells you is that aesthetics and user experience are becoming a really big deal in the market. And then you've got trademarks, which are the absolute bedrock of brand identity. Get this, over 500,000 applications filed. That number is like a direct pulse reading of commercial activity, of entrepreneurship, and of all the new businesses jumping into the economy. And it's not just about modern tech and big brands. There are also 275 applications for geographical indications. Now, these are what protect uniquely regional products, like Darjeeling tea or Kolhapuri chappals. It's a fantastic way this innovation boom connects directly to India's deep cultural and agricultural roots. Okay, so you have this incredible surge happening right across the board. The big question then becomes, how on earth does the system keep up? This is what you'd call the challenge of success. And look, the official report is really upfront about this. It states right there that delays in hiring new examiners created a bottleneck. It basically left the system struggling to process the sheer volume of new ideas, and that in turn created a backlog. But, and this is the crucial part, they're not just sitting back, they are responding, and decisively. They've promoted existing staff to speed up those final decisions. They've hired over 400 new patent examiners, and they've sanctioned more than 200 additional jobs for trademarks. This is a massive effort to scale up the system to meet this incredible new demand. So why does all of this matter so much? I mean, these aren't just statistics in some report. They are, quite literally, the building blocks of India's long-term economic vision. This entire surge in intellectual property, it's directly tied to that national goal of becoming a developed, knowledge-driven economy by 2047. Because at the end of the day, protecting ideas is fundamental if you want to build an economy that competes on innovation, not just on labor or manufacturing. And you can see this commitment coming right from the very top. The goal isn't just to manage the boom we're in right now, but to build a system that can sustain it for the long run, one that is, and I quote, faster, fairer, and truly future-ready. It's all about creating an ecosystem where innovation isn't just protected, but is actively encouraged. So, as we watch these numbers climb higher and higher, year after year, it really leaves us with a powerful final thought. This data, it represents so much more than just legal filings. It's like a blueprint of a nation's ambition. And it begs the question, With innovation accelerating at this incredible pace, what future is India inventing for itself and for the world?